Heat checker.
Cunningham.
Get her the ball. Get her the ball. One more time. Cross. A logo again.
Long two.
Oh, no.
She's back.
Oh my God!
Dynamic
This isn't real.
player in the game.
What?
9 points in 38 seconds for Caitlin. She hit all three threes.
And not only 9,
What
it's
is
30, but
going
look
on?
at the depth
I
on
don't know. I'm
these field
living
goal
in it.
attempts. She's
This
certainly
is-
feeling it.
Oh my God.
Left side.
I'm
Right
speechless.
side.
No.
Now come back to your favorite spot
Oh.
again. It doesn't matter if there's a hand.
What
in
am
her
I
face.
watching?
Fire in the game. What? In 38 seconds, she hit all 3 threes. Not only that, but look at the depth of these field attempts. She's certainly feeling it. Left side, right side. Now come back to your favorite spot again. It doesn't matter if there's a hand. What am I watching? The defending champions were undefeated. Nobody had figured out how to crack their code. The New York Liberty looked unstoppable, rolling through teams like they weren't even there. Then Caitlin Clark came back from injury on June 14th. What happened next wasn't just a win. It was a complete demolition that broke 8 records in one night. The Liberty's perfect season was gone. Their confidence shattered. But here's what nobody saw coming. The way the Fever turned this into a blueprint for championship basketball. If you're hyped up for Caitlin's return, then comment CC record breaker down below. Let's go. Caitlin pulls left wing from the right wing, 30 plus feet. Logo, crosses over, launches it. Oh my goodness, she is back. Back in the lineup. I'm ready to go. I think you're just excited more than anything, she said. It gets kind of difficult when you prepare for a game. Obviously, when I'm on the bench, still knowing the scout, knowing everything that the other team's going to do, and still trying to mentally prepare and go through everything like I'm going to play, even though I knew I wasn't going to play. So, doing that, but also knowing I was going to be able to be active today, I think gives you a little extra juice. So I'm certainly excited just to get back out there, get playing, and a really good opportunity for us at home here, coming off of a loss. So it's a big game. Picture this. The defending champions rolling through every team like they're playing against high schoolers. The New York Liberty came into June with a perfect 9-win, 0-loss record. They were the only undefeated team left in the WNBA. Every single game was a statement. Every victory made them look more unstoppable. The Liberty weren't just winning games. They were destroying teams with a suffocating defense that nobody could crack. Teams would walk into the arena thinking they had a chance. 2 hours later, they'd leave the court looking confused and beaten down. The Liberty's defense was like a brick wall that kept getting taller every game. You played the Liberty. There was obviously a frustrating ending. What lessons can you take from that experience, and how can that be applied to this, even though I know Liberty looks a little different with 2 starters out? She was asked. Yeah, I think certainly you take time and score situations. Different versions of handling runs offensively, defensively. The margin for error is small against a team like New York, and, every play matters. Every time we send them to the free throw line matters. Every rebound matters. We can't afford to have empty possessions on the offensive end of the floor. You've got to play your A game. Every team that faced them came in with confidence and left completely demoralized. Coaches spent hours drawing up plays. Players studied film until their eyes hurt. Nothing worked. The Liberty had an answer for everything. Their pick-and-roll offense was surgical, their defense was relentless, and their confidence was through the roof. Sabrina Ionescu, Jonquel Jones, and Breanna Stewart were playing basketball at a level that made other All-Stars look ordinary. These 3 weren't just having good seasons. They were dominating in ways that made you wonder if anyone could compete with them. Stewart would score from anywhere on the court. Ionescu would hit impossible shots and make passes that shouldn't exist. Jones defended the inside and made other centers look like kids. So, I think we continue to learn lessons from the first time we played them and from our last game against Atlanta. Every single day that we move forward, I think they're a different team. Certainly, we're going to be a different team having C and Sophie back on the floor. And, we're going to tip the ball up and go out and give it everything that we have. The numbers tell the whole story. They were averaging blowout wins and making star players look ordinary. Their margin of victory wasn't just impressive, it was scary. Teams would come in ranked high in the league and get blown out by 20 points. Even the best players in the WNBA looked like they were playing a different sport when they faced New York. Even basketball analysts were starting to wonder if anyone could challenge them this season. Sports shows were talking about how long the streak could last. Writers were already planning articles. The conversation wasn't about who could beat them. It was about whether anyone even had a chance. Welcome to ESPN's coverage of the WNBA. The defending champion and unbeaten New York Liberty coming to town for the second time this year as we get ready for this game. And yes, she is back. Caitlin Clark will indeed be playing today. Missed the last 5 games with a strained quad, taking on the Liberty, off to their best start ever. Sabrina Ionescu and company in this big Commissioner's Cup game as well. And as usual, all the seats are filled here. Then the Fever got their chance, but they needed something special to happen. Indiana was coming off injuries and lineup changes. They hadn't looked like a championship team yet. Most people expected another Liberty blowout victory, but there was one thing New York never saw coming: the return of Caitlin Clark. Y'all, we have an opportunity in front of us right now. I feel like we're starting a new season. You guys, I'm so proud of how resilient we've been up until this point. We're going to continue to have to be, but right now we have an opportunity to continue to take a step forward. Okay, this can be a springboard for us, right? We're marrying energy and effort with execution. Every single possession matters. Hit singles. Hit singles. Make the easy play. Make one another better. It's our time. It's our time. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's talk about the moment that changed everything. 38 seconds that rewrote WNBA history. Clark stepped onto the court at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, and immediately, you could feel something different in the air. She wasn't just back from her quad injury. She was ready to make a statement that would echo through the entire league. And Cunningham is down behind the play, but they've got Caitlin Clark to fire away from 2 players with incredible up ball from Cunningham. Clark, another long 3. She's back. The Liberty defense was ready for her. They had studied every move, every tendency. They knew Clark would come out firing. They had watched film of her shooting from impossible distances. They thought they were prepared for what she could do. They weren't even close. But then Clark did something that nobody saw coming. 3 consecutive three-pointers from distances that made defenders look helpless. The first shot came from 34 foot out. Most players wouldn't even think about taking that shot. Clark pulled up like it was a free throw. Nothing but net. The second shot was from 31 feet, same result. The third shot was also from 31 foot out. By this point, the Liberty defenders were just watching in amazement. Rebound. Fever. Cunningham got knocked to the floor. Caitlin pulls left wing. Buries it. She is back. 24-18 Fever. Caitlin now from the right wing 30+ feet again.